This is a very underrated game, and I see no one talking about this when it released, and so I figured to talk about it. Now, this game has physics, it has pretty fun combat, and most of all, it has some customization. What game is this? Should I tell you? This is what the video's about, so I guess it's Senran Kagura Burst Renewal. Now, I know why you were turned away from this game, because you thought, oh, it's just another fan service game to poke fun at. Well, yeah, it is. But what if I told you the gameplay is actually really solid? Would you believe me? Probably not. But you know, I really like the combat, and it's just fun. Every character has their own style that's unique, and as you learn how to use that character, it's how much more fun you'll have with that character. In terms of speed, I really like Asuka. It's especially fun to get some combos going with her, even though I absolutely suck at getting combos. Katsuragi, hopefully I said that right, probably didn't, is another character I like in terms of how she handles in combat, even though she is far slower than Asuka. It's just fun to kick some asses with her. Oh, you thought I was joking? No, I meant that pretty literally. Also, Yagu, I probably said that completely wrong, is really fun to use, especially since she has one deadly umbrella mixed in with her air attacks, which are a water attack sort of thing. It's pretty cool. But in terms of design, I actually do really like her character. She's probably my favorite in this game, per se. Oh, but let's not forget the best feature of this game, the Shinobi transformations. So just real quick, I want to talk about this. I know this is off topic, but I played this game at E3 and I was like, wow, this game's combat is really good, like I'm saying in this video. And then I went to sit down to charge my phone, and in dry areas my nose tends to bleed. Well, I ended up getting a nosebleed there, so I rushed to the bathroom to take care of it, and I ran into a Xseed staff member while I was wearing the ears that I got from their booth, because I just thought it was funny to be wearing it, whatever. So I explained this to the Xseed staff member in the bathroom, and he replied with, I get nosebleeds a lot too. You know, I'm thinking we get nosebleeds from different things. Wouldn't you say? Well, I digress. Back to the video. So Shinobi transformations give the Shinobis extra abilities while doing combos, and comes with a really cool flare attack that crowd controls enemies after you fill up the second bar, which I think it's like 4 things you can fill it up to, and which then you can use it that many times once you get the that bar filled up and then you get those unlocked. And as you level up in this game, things become a lot easier like most games. I haven't tried this game on hard mode, so I can't take that into account, but it just gets a bit more easier with the enemies. You can basically kill them really fast at that point when you're a higher level. I also forgot to mention bursts. Now there's a bar on the top left corner of the health bar. It's kind of hard to explain. I'm zooming into it now, but essentially when you get that filled, you press L1, on which it gives you a slight speed boost and does more damage to enemies, at least bosses. I'm not too sure if it's the same effect for the normal AI, but for bosses it definitely does. And when you're finished with it, you do an all-out powerful attack, which definitely does damage. Now, the bosses are challenging because they do have their own unique attributes, unlike some games that just throw explosion damages at you and just save all the bosses for last. Kingdom Hearts 3. God, I got something stuck in my throat today. But the bosses in this game sort of remind me how Kingdom Hearts 2 bosses work. Now, definitely not as developed or complex as Kingdom Hearts 2 bosses, but in terms of like how they act, kind of reminds me of that. Now, blocking at the right time will give you a opportune attack to attack them because they'll be stunned, and it's, I think, a really good feature. But I think once you like start learning every enemy's or every boss's attack moves, like you can get that so fast. And not every attack you can block like that and get a stun, but it's still a cool feature none the least. So yeah, there's a story, but it's sort of generic in terms of enemy storytelling. At least that's my opinion, and I couldn't get really into it at the beginning of it because of the fact of the text would go by way too fast and it'd just be super annoying to read it because it just, the audio wasn't in sync either. It's just really strange, but it seems like that's been fixed, but it kind of bummed me out of the story a little bit, and I just couldn't get to it at that point, so it's probably going to be a better experience for you. But again, I still think the story is pretty generic in terms of enemy storytelling. But that does not mean everything is fixed with the PC port, because I still experience frame rate dips, but it seems like they've at least been fixing their PC ports compared to other developers. And if you have a PC, I'd recommend to get it on there to support them on the PC front more, since Sony's taking features away from the games due to their policies that change on a day-to-day basis. Amazing, Sony. Absolutely bravo. Oh, just one more small thing, that feature that Sony took away from the PS4 version. It's very small. It's called Intimacy Mode. Okay, Intimacy Mode in this game. Intimacy Mode is just so laughable. It's kind of dumbed down to its counterpart Reflections, in my opinion. And it's literally just tapping boobs, and it's not that great. I'm not sure if you can do anything else. I didn't play the mode that much to really know, but it's really not that fun compared to Reflections. With Reflections, you get to use Joy-Cons and really massage the shinobi, if you get what I'm saying. But hey, it's there for the fan service if you want it. So anyways, what's your opinion of this game after knowing about the combat? Do you still take it as a joke? You probably do. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like. If you didn't, just dislike it. Either way, it's still very much appreciated. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.